Well, Tony, we wore our cardinal red today, and
yes.
you obviously didn't. So.
Yeah, I know. Did you wear cardinal red last night?
No,
I don't think you did. And they won.
Megan shaved and changed her socks.
I did. I worked really hard on. Apparently, it didn't work.
It didn't work.
I won't wear red.
No,
tomorrow.
don't wear red tomorrow because maybe that'll reverse the trend. Not like last night. Unfortunately, last night Albert Pujols put together a performance for the ages. Game 3 of the World Series, the Cards first baseman joined Babe Ruth and Reggie Jackson as the only players to hit 3 home runs in a World Series game. Pujols also tied World Series records for hits and RBIs in a game, led the Redbirds to a 16-7 blowout win. Game 4 of the Fall Classic at Rangers Ballpark tonight. Former President George Bush throwing out the ceremonial first pitch. He must have some heat. Nolan Ryan couldn't handle it. Rangers get the scoring started in the first. Josh Hamilton doubles in Elvis Andrus 1-0. Breaks a streak of 10 straight postseason games in which the Redbirds had scored first. Texas playing some good defense tonight after problems in Game 3. Ian Kinsler, the former Mizzou Tiger, taking a hit away from Yadier Molina. Still 1-0 in the 6th. Mitchell Boggs on in relief of Edwin Jackson, and that was the killer. 3-run homer by Mike Napoli made it 4-0, more than enough for Derek Holland. The Texas lefty went 8 1/3 scoreless innings, struck out 7. A night after scoring 16 runs, the Cards only had 2 hits tonight. Texas evens the World Series, 4-0 the final. They'll play Game 5 tomorrow night at Rangers Ballpark. Our NASCAR Chase Report brought to you by D&K Collision. Only 4 races remain in the chase, and Columbia native Carl Edwards is closing in on what would be his first Sprint Cup championship. Edwards holding the points lead going into today's 500-mile race at Talladega. Carl started 9th, but he dropped back early on in this race. That was by design at Talladega. He wanted to hang out and avoid the wrecks, and boy, did that strategy pay off. Some other Chase contenders were caught up. This one, with 86 laps to go, Kyle Busch is involved. Kevin Harvick, who was second in the points, he has some damage there, so that knocked him back. Kurt Busch, also a Chase driver, late collision here. That hurts his championship chances. Edwards made his move in the final 2 laps. A great finish here as Clint Boyer beats Jeff Burton to the line for his first win of the season. But Edwards makes his move late. He finishes 11th and extends his lead in the Sprint Cup Series standings.
This race is insane, you know, and that last dash to the finish, Greg and I had laid back, and we thought we'd, we wanted to get a forward to victory lane, but we just thought we'd do the best by being out of the wrecks, and man, he just does an unbelievable job. The communication was unreal. I just hope we can work together at these races from now on.
Edwards getting a nice push by Greg Biffle late for that 11th place finish. A look at the standings, and Carl putting some distance between himself and second place. He's now 14 points up on Matt Kenseth. Harvick, involved in that wreck, drops all the way to 5th, now 26 points out of the championship lead. The Chase heads to Martinsville next Sunday. The Chiefs are finally starting to look like the defending AFC West champions. After opening the season with 3 straight losses, 2 of them blowouts, Kansas City has reeled off 3 straight wins. The Chiefs had no problems with the Oakland Raiders this afternoon, and Carson Palmer, their new quarterback, acquired earlier this week, he did not start today. Kyle Bowler did, and he threw 3 interceptions in the first half. Kendrick Lewis takes this one back 59 yards for a touchdown. 14-zip Chiefs at the half. Early third quarter, running some wildcat. Javier Arenas, the defensive back in at QB, he goes in from 7 yards out, 21-0. Here comes Carson Palmer to save the day for the Raiders in the second half. Fans gave him a nice ovation, but they wouldn't be cheering long. He threw 3 interceptions of his own in the second half. Brandon Flowers goes in for a touchdown. All Kansas City today, 28-0, 6 interceptions by the Chiefs defense. The winless Rams on the road playing the Dallas Cowboys. Lance Berkman, Josh Hamilton of the Cardinals and Rangers involved in the coin toss before this game. No Sam Bradford today for the Rams, out with an ankle injury. Didn't matter. DeMarco Murray, the Cowboys running back, maybe a little mad that his Sooners lost last night. He took it out on the Rams to the tune of 253 yards rushing, including this 91-yard touchdown in the first quarter. 2 TD passes by Tony Romo. Cowboys roll 34-7. The Rams are 0-6. At this time last year, the Missouri Tigers were 7-0, ranked in the top 10 in the nation. This season, Mizzou is 3-4 after 7 games, and they'll need a strong finish just to make it to a bowl game. The Tigers dipped below 500 with a 45-24 loss to unbeaten Oklahoma State yesterday. OSU quarterback Brandon Whedon got the Cowboys rolling with 3 touchdown passes in the first 16 minutes. Mizzou got to within 7 at the half, but quarterback James Franklin committed 4 second-half turnovers. Losing this fumble, he also threw 3 interceptions. Tigers will need to win 3 of their last 5 now to become bowl eligible.
To win 3, you got to win at least 1. So that makes it a little bit easier, I think. We don't really have a big picture to look at anymore. We got to win. We got to win some of these games, and we got to do it in a hurry. So starting this week.
We just try to focus, one game at a time. I mean, sometimes you want to look ahead and see the big picture, but in our case, right now, we just need to focus, on A&M.
The Tigers hit the road next Saturday, as Kenji Jackson mentioned. They'll play Texas A&M. Another early start, 11 a.m. kickoff in College Station. Some upsets shuffled the rankings this week in the BCS. Oklahoma State is now 3rd behind LSU and Alabama. Boise State and Clemson are 4th and 5th. 5 other Big 12 teams in the rankings. K-State is up to 8th. Oklahoma falls to 9th after an upset loss to Texas Tech last night. That snapped OU's 39-game home winning streak. A&M, who Mizzou will play Saturday, is 16th. Tech is 20th. Texas is 24th. Voting is underway for our Wall Street Insurance Group High School Football Play of the Week. Here are your Week 9 nominees. Play number 1, Anthony Woodruff of Elias, making the nifty one-handed grab for the touchdown in the win over Marshall. Play number 2, the Jefferson City Jays, rough night and a loss to Fort Zumwalt West. But Elijah Sherwood turned in this dandy in the first quarter, 86 yards, going to the end zone on the kickoff return. And play number 3, a long touchdown connection for the Centralia Panthers. Dax Dollins right on target to Alec Ford. He takes it to the end zone in Centralia's victory at Hallsville. Pick your favorite play at our website, connectmidmissouri.com. Go to High School Football Central. We will show you the winner tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. We had a great week of local high school sports. Rockbridge won state titles in both girls golf and girls tennis. And we had 2 state softball champions crowned yesterday, Centralia and St. Elizabeth. So a great week, and football season's almost done. The high school sports fall season's starting to wind down now.
Mid-Missouri's looking good.
They're looking good so far, yeah.
Thank you, Tony. We'll be right back.